Thank you very much, sir, for that inspiring talk and for the data. I would bail the cat by asking a very direct question. We now have the startup bill, and a lot of people here will be wondering, okay, so we have a bill now, we've had bills in the past. How is this bill going to change the ecosystem? Now, it's written there, but what I would like you to talk about is what's not in the bill. And that has to be with how should we expect it to be different this time around? And I think that's the questions that some of us may have in our minds. You want to shed some light on that?
Okay, thank you. The bill is different from the way it was created. The bill was co-created. It was collectively owned by the ecosystem. So it is not a government bill. It is not the ecosystem bill. Oh, sorry, the government is part of the ecosystem. It is not a government bill and it is not a private sector's bill. It is collectively owned by the ecosystem. And I said in the ecosystem we have identified 5 critical stakeholders. That the academia, the entrepreneurs, the risk capitals, the corporate organizations, and government. These are the 5 critical stakeholders in the ecosystem. All of them contributed and jointly on the bill. So when it comes to implementation, we are taking the same approach to implement the bill. We have crafted the initial implementation strategy. We share it with the ecosystem. We have taken input from the ecosystem, and we have engaged the fund manager because the bill specified that Nigeria's Sovereign Investment Authority should be the fund manager. So we have engaged them as well to come up with the financial model for the implementation. The bill identified 4 initiatives to implement. Firstly, talent. We need to build the talent. Like I said, talent is the human component of technology. You need talent to develop the technology, and you need talent to make the ecosystem stronger. And secondly, we need the innovation hubs around the countries. We need technology development zones, and we need the investment seed funds. So these are the 4 initiatives identified by the bill. The Secretariat, that's NIDA, crafted the initial strategy. We shared with the ecosystem. We have taken input. We have updated it. And now we are doing the second iteration of updating it. So it is totally owned by the ecosystem as well. So we believe with this kind of ownership, trust, and confidence, like I said in our playbook, we are inventing the social contract. This will build the trust. We will own it. We'll have a collective leadership, but with individual accountability. Every stakeholder will be accountable for his own part. So we are also infusing the private sector secretariat with our own secretariat for seamless takeover. You know, at the initial stage or at the developing the bill, there was a secretariat that did all the activities. And now we have NIDA as the secretariat for implementation. To ensure a seamless transition, we are infusing that secretariat into NIDA. We are working with them hand in hand to come up with new structure on how to implement it. And also, we need to bring a third party as a project manager to ensure that whatever we have there is implemented according to the design. So that third party is not going to be a stakeholder. It's going to be a third party that will make sure that it's check and balance in everything we do, and that will promote transparency and accountability. So with this approach, I believe it will be different from the normal way of doing things in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. And thank you for that round of applause. Well deserved. So if I was to recap, the approach in itself is the first step to show that things are going to, we're expecting a different outcome. And he said ecosystem was focused on developing the bill, and that is why we're going to have a different level of engagement. Now, if there are no questions coming, I'm going to ask my second question. Okay, you have a question? Someone has a question? Okay, I said if there are any questions, please you can pass it to any of the people in red. But I would ask my second question, sir. Now, because you may not come back to the stage, what would you like the participants here? How do they take advantage of the opportunities as it is now? So and I'll give you the list. Now, yes, like I said, it's in the bill, but you forgive some of us, not myself. We don't read a lot. Some people don't. And it's voluminous, it's a bill. Some people are just hearing of the bill for the first time. So the question is, I'm an investor, I'm a tech founder, I'm a young talent that is aspiring. What types of opportunities should we look forward to in this bill? And beyond that, in the ecosystem itself, in line with the strategic direction of some of the policies that are coming into play, what should be our aspirations? That's the question. Okay, the various segments.
In terms of opportunities, there are boundless opportunities in the bill, because the bill is not a cast in stone. It has a council. The council will be chaired by the president, we'll have the vice president there, we'll have some ministers like Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Minister of Finance, Trade and Investment, and we'll also have the Governor of the Central Bank, representative of the tech ecosystem, as well as professional bodies like the Nigeria Computer Society. So that means the opportunities will be created. If there is a need for any opportunity, the president, the council, you have all the regulatory bodies also that will create more opportunities for you. And since it is a co-creation, we'll have everybody on the table. The tech ecosystem knows what they want, or their pain points, what they want the government to do. They can mention it at the council meeting, and the council will come up with a solution in terms of creating new opportunities for them. But the existing opportunities under the bills are the investment seed fund. The bill says that we should create a minimum of 10 billion naira investment seed fund. But we have agreed with the fund manager we should go for 100 billion naira. They have come up with the financial model, and also there are incentives for you to benefit in terms of tax holidays and even monetarium for the seed fund. And in addition to that, you have opportunities we are looking at how we can create a bimodal procurement way to easily buy from the startups. The procurement process is very cumbersome. And sometimes most of the startups, they don't have required papers to participate. But with the bimodal process, it will make it easier for startups by just being labeled in the startup portal to participate in all this procurement process. In addition to that, also, as a labeled startup, you can benefit from government policies in the area of local content and promoting the indigenous content. So you have that. Then the technology development zone, we are looking at how we can create a free trade zone where you can be part of it and benefit from all the incentives of a free trade zone. And with technology, it is possible to even have a virtual free trade zone. So we are exploring